Hello and welcome back to episode 21 of my Outer Wilds playthrough. I finally learned what 9 plus 10 is, so let's get right into it. So I think we're basically at the end of the game. There's only two items left on the ship's log, that being the Ash Twin project and the 6th location of the Quantum Moon. And I think in order to do the Ash Twin project, you have to do all of the other tiles first. That's my current theory. So we have to get the 6th location first. And according to this, it says the 6th location needs to be on the Quantum Moon's northern pole. But the problem is I don't know how to do that. So we're trying to figure that out. Also, I saw on Steam that this game has 31 achievements, and I have 3 of them. So hopefully that doesn't mean I'm missing most of the game's content. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I didn't look at any of the achievements because I don't want to get spoiled. So the only ones I know that I have is like one of them is like if you die 60 seconds after you launch, there's an achievement for that. I have that one. I have 2 others, but I don't know what they are. So we have to find the Quantum Moon first. So let's just look for it. Oh, there it is. And I need to also take a photo of it. Hopefully that counts. You know, there's clearly 3 objects in that system right there. Okay, so we're here. Let's grab the suit. Okay, so fortunately we actually have this map right here. This map has been kind of useless for most planets, I'm going to be honest. But I think on this one it's going to be kind of important because we have to get that arrow to be at the top, the red marker. And currently it's not. It's at the South Pole as the lore book says it would be. So I guess this right here looks like it would be the hemisphere, like the equator. Also, there's a gap right there. I wonder if I can put the probe through there. There's like you can see past this wall, but I think if I try to pass this. Yeah, okay, I'm in space now. Cool. Unfortunately, my ship is right there. We can get back in. So that's kind of been the issue I've run into, is that I can't seem to... There's something blocking me when I try to get to the North Pole. Okay, let's look for the Quantum Moon again. There's the interloper. Does it show up on the map? What is this? This thing up on top. I can't seem to increase my height at all. So what is that? Is that the deep space probe? We'll have to check that out later. I didn't see the Quantum Moon on the map, so I think we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. That's not it. Is that it? Yes. Okay, we're gonna get the Ash and Ember theme for the surface. For some reason I thought that the map that showed where you were on the planet didn't show up when you're on the Quantum Moon, but it does, and that's good because otherwise I'd have no idea where I was on it. Because for a lot of planets, it doesn't really matter what pole things are on. Like you kind of just go to them, and then that's it. But here it does matter. Okay, we don't want to get too crazy. So that's this ship. I don't think we want that. I think we want to ignore that for now. Because that always just went off into space, and I don't want. I want to stay here. So yeah, it looks like there is a. My ship is getting abducted. Should I be concerned about that? Why don't I move it? Just put it down right here. Hopefully those things don't spawn wherever the ship is, because that would be unfortunate. Okay, so we want to go this way, because, and once again, I think we're seeing a wall here. Can I send the probe over the wall? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it goes into nowhere. Do these? Hey, the train moves. All right, where's the tower? I think if I just spin around enough, it'll just show up. There it is. Okay, stay here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna just explore all of the different places that this can travel to, and see if there are any that don't have this giant wall. Because otherwise I have to know how I'm gonna get to the North Pole. So there's a light in here. I think I need to turn off. Okay, we don't want to be. Actually, did I explore this one? Let's look at this one. This was the Dark Bramble location. So does this have a wall? So far I don't see one, which is good. So we've definitely gotten a lot farther north here than we have been able to before, but it looks like there is still a wall around the North Pole. I want to avoid these spikes so I don't get skewered. Does this count as the North Pole? Let's close up. This is pretty close. I don't know if it means the literal North Pole though. So let's turn the light off. Okay, we're on Timber Hearth now. Let's see if... Okay, never mind. Okay, so this does not count as the North Pole because the rock is in the way. So let's go to another location. Okay, this is... I keep turning my thing off by accident. Alright, let's turn this light on so we don't lose it. We're on the water world now. This is Giant's Deep. And there's a storm here. I wonder if we can just walk through here, or it's going to give us trouble. Okay. I mean, this is the furthest north I've been able to get. So I have an idea. Unlike on the actual Giant's Deep, where there's a current and you can go under it, at least I've circumnavigated. I'm going to try to put my probe here to take a photo of the surface of this planet, the Quantum Moon. And now I'm gonna try to float over this like I did the first time. Okay, I'm on the South Pole, so that didn't work. Here's the guy and his thing. So how do I get past that storm? I know that the Timber Hearth theme has a wall around the North Pole. Can the probe go through? No, it gets blown backward. So if I leave this atmosphere at all, it's going to leave. Or it's going to take me back to the South Pole, which I don't want. Okay, let's turn my light on. So I think if I turn this off, but I still have my photo, the thing shouldn't move. Okay, and it doesn't, I think because the probe's light is too strong. So let's recall it. Okay, we're back on Dark Bramble. I wonder where we appeared on it. Okay, well I want the tower to stay here. Okay, we're still... There's a big bramble wall, it looks like, in front. Apparently this is not north enough. Like, I made it north by North Pole, it means it has to be the literal pole. So I'm gonna look at my map. I'm gonna see my location relative to the thing. Okay, it doesn't. My position on this map is not changing as I go between planets. Okay, so where is this? Like where am I now? I don't think I could get this far north when I was on the when I was here before. Okay, I want you to stay here. So yeah, look at that for me. Okay, so this is north, right here. So if I go right here, this is the North Pole of the Quantum Moon. So how do I get the tower here? Like, I'm here. Maybe if I just go away from it and I just look around, it'll show up there. Like, it's here right now. Oh, here it is. Okay. This has got to be it. This has to be north enough. So let's go ahead and let's close that up. Turn this light off. I would like to explore all these different locations because I'm on the North Pole anyway. Let's look. Is this the secret of what's inside Dark Bramble? It's kind of spooky. Okay, there's nothing. If I'm assuming if I go up there, it's just gonna leave. Like it's gonna teleport me back. Okay. So let's turn this on. Let's close the door. Turn it off. Okay, I don't quite want to go here. I want to explore all the other places first. Like, what's at the top of this one? Of the Brittle Hollow one. Stay here. Is it just normal planet? Don't go too high or you're not going back here. Well, I guess I kind of know how to get back here. I can go on to the oh, it moved. But no, it didn't move. I can go on to the giant deep version of the planet and then walk through the Ember Twin version, and then I'm there. Okay. Well, let's go to the sixth location. Not this one. Not this one. I'm curious though. I want to know what's inside the vortex. Stay here. Looks like the answer is not much. It's just vortex. Okay. I hope the sixth location doesn't require me to use a lot of fuel, because I've already used a lot of it just exploring. Okay, we're here. Turn this on, turn the lights on. Let's look at the sixth location. Stay here, tower. I don't want to be stuck here. Okay, so this one is open on top. There's like an alcove up here. And it looks like a path I'm supposed to go down. So let's go down that path. Okay, it opens up a little bit. Don't jump too high. I wonder what happens if I leave now. Like when you leave the Quantum Moon, usually you're just in space wherever the Quantum Moon was. But where is this? Like this location, wherever it is, does not appear on the you can't see the Quantum Moon in this spot when. Oh, are you alive? Can I talk to you? Talk to Solanum. Who are you? Where are we? I want the answers to both of these. I want this one. Nothing. Is Solanum gonna tell me the secrets of the universe? Can I talk to you? Look at these. Okay. I'm looking. Pick up Me Stone. Pick up Quantum Moonstone. Pick up U Stone. Pick up Eye of Universe Stone. Pick up Identify Stone. Pick up Explain Stone. Okay, don't leave. I'm gonna pick up the Me Stone. Do I put it? Insert Me Stone. Can I talk to you? No. Do I need both? Do you need two things? I see. I see how this works. So you can use these as one input, and then you have an explain and identify. So let's do identify. Identify me, Solanum. Okay. Solanum, I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. There are many questions I would ask. If I could comprehend your language, you have my gratitude for understanding mine. Is that it? I think so, okay. I want you to explain me, Solanum. I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and to find the eye of the universe. I'm unsure how you arrived here, however, perhaps you came from another star system as my clan originally did. Unfortunately, I can't tell him. Okay, we did both of these. Let's pick up Quantum Moonstone. I want you to identify the Quantum Moon. This is the Quantum Moon where we both are standing. Despite also orbiting other celestial bodies, the Quantum Moon is the eye of the universe's moon. Okay, ship's log updated. Explain the Quantum Moon, please. Have you encountered a quantum shard on another planet? The shards look the same as the Quantum Moon's surface does now while at the eye. From this, we can reasonably infer the Quantum Moon's natural state is as we see it now, and that the eye is its primary location. Given that the Quantum Moon is the eye's moon, it's likely that any characteristics the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. The Quantum Moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum, thus the eye is likely also quantum. In fact, this moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum. The same way that the areas surrounding quantum shards that landed on other planets eventually became quantum too. Okay. We're getting lots of ship's log stuff, which is interesting because I didn't see other new tiles that were there. Let's put this here. Okay. Pick up the U-stone. I want to identify you. I am Solanum and Nomai. My clan arrived in this star system before my birth, and we now call it home. That's it, okay. Now I want you to explain yourself, Solanum. I am on my first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. All Nomai and my clan make this journey when we come of age. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the Quantum Moon remains special to us as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I've journeyed here to be close to the eye. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the Quantum Moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. Okay, just out of curiosity, what happens if I throw my probe up there? Okay, it just gets deleted. I imagine that's what will happen to me when I try to leave this place. Okay, tell me about the eye of the universe, Solanum. Identify. We are orbiting the eye of the universe now, although we cannot see it. Only the Quantum Moon's reflection of it. The eye is older than the universe itself. My clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around this star system. Okay, so time does not stop when you're here. That's good to know. Explain it to me before we die. This fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable through a very small scale. As one approaches the eye, however, that uncertainty grows exponentially. The Quantum Moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the Quantum Moon have a similar effect, as I imagine you've seen elsewhere in the star system. Conscious observation forces the quantum object to collapse to a single possibility. But what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. Okay, now I'm curious what happens when the sun explodes, because are we even in that solar system anymore? Like, is this gonna reset? Let me look at what's behind you. Nothing. Okay. So usually right about now, the sun would have exploded, and I would be dead because the music ended. Okay. You still get recalled. There's just a special animation that plays. So what's interesting is that every other Nomai that you find here is long dead, like just a skeleton. But Solanum is alive, and you can have a very primitive communication with him. So I wonder if he remembers anything. Like if I go back there, back to him, if his text changes. Like is he one of the few in this universe that understand the time loop? I'm in a living Nomai named Solanum at the South Pole. The quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. At this location, the quantum moon becomes a reflection of the eye itself. The eye is likely a the source of all macroscopic quantum phenomena in the solar system. Solanum wonders what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye. Okay, we still don't know this. Alright. So, is everything explored here? Looks like it. So I'm gonna try it again. I just want to see. And then if the text is not different, then I'm going to jump through that area above Solanum and see what happens. My expectation is it will just kill me, but I don't know. So where's the quantum moon? I don't see it. Give me around one of these. I thought that was it for a second, but it's not. Hopefully it didn't just like vanish. Like hopefully it's still here. Is that it right there? Ash Twin, Ember Twin. Oh, there it is. Okay. So no, it does not get deleted when you visit it for the first time. That's good to know. Need to take my picture of it. Okay, so let's head in. So this is where the other guy sat down when on this planet. So I believe what I need to do is I need to find the tower, which is conveniently right here. I need to go to the Giant's Deep version of the Quantum Moon. And I need to walk to the North Pole, then go to the Ash Twin version. Ash and Ember Twin version. Okay, we don't want to be there just yet. Come on. There we are. Turn the light on. And let's walk north. Which is the other way. So then we should find the tower pretty close to here. Don't leave. I'll almost mess it up there. Turn the lights off. Yeah, we want this one now. Okay. Turn the lights on. Let's leave. Then we're gonna walk north. Want the tower to be right about here, so take this away. Just spin around until it's here. Now we go to the 6th location. Okay, we're here. Turn the lights back on. And then we go back to the South Pole where Solanum is. Okay, nothing. Show me your rocks again, Solanum. Alright. Explain me. Can you activate your things? What happened to the other one? I seem to have lost one of the stones. It's fine, let's identify me again. Is it any different? Okay, it's the same. So it looks like Solanum is not a member of the time loop. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now, let's just explore, make sure there's nothing else here to look at. Doesn't look like it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in there. Even though the scout got deleted when that happened, I have to know what happened. Okay, so it sent me to Timberhearth, which is interesting. Don't really want to be on Timberhearth, so let's go back to Giant's Deep. Okay, we're here. Turn the lights on. Open the door. Go north. Go in there. Turn off the lights and close the door. Okay, now we want to go to... not this one. We want to be on this one. The Ash and Ember Twin version. Then we just go this way. It's about here. Then we go inside. turn the lights off. Okay, we're here. So does it always take me back whenever I do that? So these are still here. Okay, I want you to identify me again, Solanum. Okay. There's no information about how long he's been here. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're gonna go up again. Okay, so it always sends you back to Timberhearth. That's interesting. I mean, I guess I don't really know if it always does, but it's a pretty safe bet. It's 2 out of 2 attempts. Okay, what I'm gonna do, let's restart. I guess we do the last thing on our list, which is to figure out the Ash Twin project. Because as far as I can tell, we've completed every other tile. Yeah, there's nothing new that they have to say. Okay. Let's look at this again. So I still don't know how any of this connects, although maybe it just connects straight to here, the Ash Twin project. So I think what we have to do is go to the Ash Twin and just look at it. I kind of wish there was a search function in that ship's log so I could find, like, I remember them saying something about something. What was that word again? And have it find all the entries with that word. Where's the sun? Okay. Ash Twin. What is that? That red thing. Oh, we're gonna crash. If we don't get sent in the sun by this, I'm like pointing right away from the sun. Okay, we're good. So what was interesting was when time was running out, the time didn't stop when I was reading Solanum's messages. But earlier, when I was reading Solanum's messages, it did stop. This made me slightly concerned though, because my thought about dodging the supernova in the Ash Twin project, that may not actually work, because I did dodge the supernova when I was on the quantum moon, which is the eye of the universe is not in the solar system, it seems like, because the sun's supernova doesn't reach there. So I still got recalled back to the beginning of the time loop. And I think it's interesting because I would have thought of everyone involved in this universe that Solanum would be one of the entities that knew about the time loop. But it seems like he doesn't know. So I can't go in this way. We may have to go to a campfire and advance time. Just these large antennas didn't have a way in, from what I could recall last time. At least not from above the sand that let me go into the sand. Let's go visit the one that lives here and use their campfire. It's a little bit tricky to land up there. Okay, I hope that doesn't fall off. I have a question for you. Okay, there's nothing. So why is Chert so small? I think all the other Hearthians were like normal size. Okay, I don't want to do that. I want to doze off. We're gonna doze off for 10 minutes and see where that. So maybe we should do it in 5-minute chunks just to look at the Ashwind and see how it's doing drainage wise. Because I don't know how to get in there. I presume it's something you have to wait for all the sand to leave, or most of the sand to be gone before you can get let in. Okay, where's the... Okay, there's still a pretty substantial amount of sand there. But we should probably still check it out just in case. I'm being eclipsed by the... oh, never mind. I'm just blind. Okay, here it is. So that's an up elevator, from what I remember. Yes, that is going up. You can walk into the side. You can go up even more. All the way up to the top. Maybe there's like a switch or something down here when the sand is gone that lets you reverse this elevator. That room is full of cactus now. I don't believe there's anything in the base of this building. I mean, could check it out. So make sure my ship doesn't get stolen, because I will need it. And there's a very unfortunate accident in this room. Judging by the results. So were there any down elevators in here? I don't remember there being any. Like, this building might just be solid. The sand kind of looks like an ocean now. That's just a cactus. Any secrets in here? No, that's just that other room down there. We want to get out of the way for the sandfall. It's coming back. It's like the most extreme version of a tide, where one of the bodies steals all the matter from the other body, instead of just lifting it up and then putting it back down. Is there any entrance here? I probably want to go back to my ship soon and refuel. Okay, well, I can get oxygen in here. I don't see a lower floor to this building either. There's not that much space for one anyway. Okay, let's go visit my ship. There's still plenty of sand here. Let's just refill and rehail. Let's check underneath all the buildings, just to make sure there isn't anything there that we missed. This seems quite solid. This has an underside, but I looked at this before, and I didn't see any obvious door or entrance down here. I think both of these were up elevators. So I wonder if I meant to use this after the supernova happens to leave. That's just levitating there, okay. I know there's nothing under the sun tower because I looked when I was trying to find the way to the sun station. Then there was nothing. This rock formation also looks solid. Now there's two layers of stone to check. You also have this whole area here. Which also appears quite solid. Okay, we're going too fast. Let's get our resources back. Okay, my ship's gonna get stolen. I need to move. It does make sense that the sandfall will get larger as the area that the surface area gets smaller. Let's make it harder to park though, because now everywhere is in danger. There's a door here. Where does this go? Oh, it's just an elevator. Takes you here. Onto the platform. Okay. So we're getting to the final stages of the sand drain. Is anything open down here? Like the sun is getting very close to becoming a supernova. That just had an elevator. That is nothing. This also appears to not have anything. This was the Ash and Embertwin one, wasn't it? I would imagine that this is how you would get in. Like one of these should lead to the Ash Twin project, I would think. There's a sender, a black hole here. And there's a black hole here. Okay. So where do these go then? So let's look at these towers. I'm meant to come back here anyway because we probably won't have time to figure out in one go. But one of these probably goes to the Ash Twin, and one probably goes to the Ember Twin. Is all the sand gone? Okay, almost. So those are the bottom of the antennas. And I think that's just an elevator that goes up. I don't think there's anything else in there. Let me just check quickly. Okay, yeah, it's just an elevator. I imagine the other one is the same way. Okay, so now the surface of the Ash Twin is visible. So I think the Ash Twin project is underneath that core. Here's the other one. Yes, it's also an up elevator. Okay, so looking at this ground. How do I get in there? The only thing that makes sense to me is that those two towers, the only ones I haven't used yet for anything, are how you do it. So let's get a good look at them with the little bit of time we have left. One of them corkscrews clockwise and one counterclockwise. Is that it over there? Yes. So we probably should figure out which one these go to. Like there is a focus beam in here. It has to go somewhere. Okay, I just got picked up on my ship again. Was that guy always there? We have no time to find out. Because I did read the text. I think there's to do parkour and there's a scroll. Okay, sun is gone. There's an elevator here. This goes up here though. Okay, that's just that scroll. Okay. So we're gonna find out where those teleporters go to. Because there are two departure points, but no arrival points there. Probably review the ship's log first just to see if there's anything there that I might have missed. Okay. Central chamber inside Ashwin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell, which we were able to see. The Nomai plan to construct technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval on Ash Twin. Every memory recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within Ash Twin. An advanced warp core was improved for installation in the central chamber of Ash Twin. Okay. And these are probably repeating information. All of the warp towers are being constructed at Ash Twin, while the warp receivers are constructed at different locations. Okay. Ash Twin towers. So yeah, I think we need to go back there. Interesting how it seems like only one other Harthian understands that there's a time loop. And that other Harthian is like not fussed at all by this and just always goes back to Giant's Deep no matter what. Like every time this loops, they just go there. Like it's their favorite place. Might want to read that again at some point. Might have some insights. So my thought right now is that right there, where my mouse is a receiver point. So it could be that you teleport into one of those, it takes you there, and then teleporting you back puts you in the other one. Though it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because usually the receiver points have a distinct look to them. I think there's no way past the protective shell. Like you have to use a different way to get in there. Nothing else. I think. Wait, I don't remember this. I don't think I remember this before. Assuming I'm over there, but I've been studying stars for, well, it doesn't matter if, oh. I'm very sorry, but I have to look at my charts. I hope you don't mind. Okay, now they're stuck in a dialogue loop. I'm going to doze off. I think 5 is enough. Because we don't need to drain all the sand, as we found. The shell does its job of keeping me out successfully. So we're at 3 now, just 2 more minutes. Four minutes. 5. Let's stop. Are you still stuck? Yes. Kind of interesting that you take off your helmet here in space, and it's fine around the campfire. I guess these trees are here, so maybe it's fine to have this suit off in this spot. How many? How much sand is gone? Is there enough sand? Looks like it. So we're gonna find out where these towers go. So let's park out of the way. Of the sand column. And let's just stand in each one of these and see where it takes us. I guess either one could be interpreted as going up or down depending on where you're looking. Let's just stand here and see as we pass each of these what happens. So we go past Brittle Hollow, nothing happens. What's the next planet on our journey? They should all be aligned, so we should visit each one, like all of them sequentially. Right now, I wish there was a fast forward button. So I could kind of just press it. Not like that. And, like, advance faster so I don't have to wait for this to slowly rotate to each thing. So it does not go to Dark Bramble, we just passed that. The only other objects are here comes Giant Steep, which I expect will not go to because Giant Steep has a dedicated tower. I think this is probably the right one because this has a ceiling. So it should protect us from the sand vacuum, whereas the other one has a broken ceiling, so it probably won't. Okay. Where are we? I want to make sure I don't lose that. Okay, we are here. Where is here? This is the high energy lab. With the broken door, and it's really painful to get there. My return warp still open? It is. Just a random staircase here. Okay, I want to go back. Okay, we're back here. In the not broken one. What happens if I use the broken one? Where does that take us? Because the core is here. We just past Brittle Hollow and did not take us there. So the next one is probably going to be Dark Bramble. Actually, no, that's Timberhearth. I do not expect we're going to go there. And we don't. We passed the Whitehole station, and we did not go there. We're passing the sun, and there's nothing to go there anymore. We passed the Interloper. It's also possible that this one will just not work. Like, we'll just get picked up by the sand column. We passed Dark Bramble, nothing happened. I'll have to get my down thruster ready in the hopes that I won't lift off of this when the sand column comes. Okay, here it comes. My down thruster is not strong enough. That one doesn't work. Okay. So there's something else we have to do. So I'm going to restart. I'm going to talk to Chert. Because it seemed like there was some new dialogue that Chert had. And then once I talk to Chert, I'm going to go back to Giant Steep. I'm going to talk to the Harthian that lives there and see if there's any new dialogue. Let's go to Giant Steep first. It's right here. And let's not get hit by the orbital probe cannon. Let's wait for that to pass first. And this right here, I think, is Rybek's camp. There's a walkway around it. Okay. Don't really need landing gear. What's in that cave? Whatever it is, it doesn't want me in there. Like, is the ghost matter just set dressing, or does it have a purpose? Put this away. So that just looks like an empty cave. Okay, here we are. Okay, it's not Rybek, it's Gabbro. Have I used that one before? How do you stay so calm in the face of repeated impending death? Deep breaths, no seriously, I meditate. Want me to teach you? It'll be the next one before you know it. Sure, why not? Okay, close your eyes. Is this gonna kill me? It does, okay. Wonderful. Alright, well, it looks like a lot of these guys have stuff to say, so let's visit them all. Let's see what they all have. All their new text. So I know Gabbro has more to say than just that. Okay, there's Giant Steve, let's go. And the game still has given no indication as to why Gabbro is the only other Harthian that knows the time loop. Because every other one seems to be surprised by it. I also just realized that because your character, Harthian that you play as, retains all its memories, they know what it's like to die repeatedly and painfully in many cases, which is kind of unsettling if you think about it. Okay, I'm back. I'm not gonna pick that option again. A few weeks ago, Silo come guy and tossed my island in space. Dying like that was kind of unpleasant. I found your ship. Oh cool, so it's floating in the ocean, huh? Does it look like it was having a good time? Hello again. I think I've already used this one. Yeah, this was about the current. And the statue land. Or should I explore? Right. I followed the flash, I found the probe, but there's nothing to do there. Statue Island, because it has a statue. I was on the beach on a Statue Island when the whole Chloe business happened, by the way. It's a nice beach for that kind of thing. I give it a solid 7 out of 10 on the Gabbro relaxation scale. If you feel like checking out Statue Island, it's the one with 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. Right, I've already been there. What are you doing out here? What are any of us doing really? Okay, it doesn't mention the time loop there. Yeah, I'm good. I found something. I reached the inside of Statue Island. So the Nomad created those head statues to record memories, huh? Yeah, I could see the Nomad doing that. Not sure what for, but it seems like their sort of thing. Do you think the statues are recording our memories then? Because I remember That one on the beach looked at me funny. That must have been my memory friend. I found something. I found what happened to the orbital probe cannon. Well, that's the cannon breaking apart the Starbase loop for real? Did you find out why? Too much power. It's kind of scary how much of that sounds like something Slade or Feldspar would do. I'm pretty sure that Nomai built something that actually broke. I'm pretty surprised Nomai built something that actually broke. Come to think of it though, broke might be the wrong word, because it looks like the orbital probe cannon is still firing successfully at the beginning of each time loop. I found something. I'm just gonna pick over enthusiasm. It's kind of scary how much that sounds like. Okay, it's the same. There's no choice there. I found your quantum poem. Oh yeah, the one in the woods. I remember writing that. Pretty fun, right? It works out to a good 24 poems. I'm not sure what that means. When I'm done exploring, I want to make some more quantum art. Maybe some kind of creature sculpture that just like shows up while your back is turned and scares the daylights out of you. Found something. Okay, no. Okay, so that's all of Gabbro's dialogue. Okay, let's leave. Just want to get to the ship. Then we're gonna leave. I'm not landing back there. Okay, let's find all of the Arthians. There's one on the Adler Rock, I think. Let's go there. Timberhearth. We have to tell them all about the end of the universe. We actually want to go not to Timberhearth, but to this one. I think I'm gonna fly right past it though. That's not good. Okay, somehow that didn't kill me, which is incredible. We can repair the ship on the Adler Rock. Actually, there's Nomai here, right? I mean, not Nomai, a Harthian in that crater where we learn about Dark Bramble. Yes. Repair all our stuff. Weren't there three things that were destroyed? Okay, let's talk to Tektite. So what crashed? I don't know what exactly. It looks like some kind of plant seed, but it's not like anything I've seen on Timberhearth before, and trust me, I was quite the explorer back. I think I've read that before. Right, okay. Yes, this teaches you how to use the scout launcher. Okay, I threw a little scout in the seed. You did you? You tell me it's bigger on the inside than the outside? This is gonna be a chore to chop up, and no mistake. Can we remove a seed that doesn't even have the DNC to be the same size all the way through? Maybe I better grab an extra axe or 3 just in case. Which also was picking up harmonica inside. Inside the sea, huh? No, to tell you there, the only harmonica player I know is Feldspar, and they disappeared ages ago. Listen here, don't go telling Gneiss about the harmonica music, okay? They'll never let me get rid of this darn sea if they suspect it has any musical talent. Okay, you're sure sea isn't from Timberhearth. Back in my younger days, I explored everywhere there is to go on Timberhearth, and saw everything there is to see, and then some. Trust me, we don't have anything like this. Now, I reckon this thing is from Dark Bramble if it's from anywhere hatchling. Okay, I'm good. Okay, now let's leave and let's go visit the Harthian that's on the moon. Right there. So it doesn't look like all of the Harthians have the ability to be told about the end of the universe, because that one didn't. Okay. Okay, I think I've seen all of these. Yeah, I did. Okay, so you can't tell whoever this is about the end of the world. Okay, who else have I not visited yet? Wait, what's that flag right there? Have I seen that? Okay, damaged ship again, that's fine. That must be the ship for the guy that's here. Okay, it's just a Outer Wilds flag. Okay, well, let's put the damage and keep going. Let's go to Brittle Hollow next. All the way out there. We already talked to the one on the Quantum Moon. There was nothing more to be learned there once you go through it once, as far as I can tell. Good thing that all of these various. Well, I guess this one's not easily available by the surface, but I can fly inside with the ship, so it's fine. And there's nobody at the Whitehall station, so you don't have to go there. Okay, where is the one that lives here? Up there, I think, where the gravity crystals are. I should be able to land here. Okay. It's not up on this level. I think they're down here. Just need to take care to not fall into the black hole. Gonna have to restart if I do that. Right here. Right back. I'm in a hurry, can I ask you something? I learned something. Okay, there's tons of stuff, tons of new text. Let's do... I found the No Man's Sky pilot. I think I did this one. Yeah, right. This is, you learn about Dark Rim. I learned something. I found the vessel. You did, that's incredible. Congratulations. That means they really were from far outside our solar system. Haha, yes, I knew it. That creates many new questions. If they didn't come from our solar system, where did they come from? Were they from our galaxy or somewhere even farther? What were their lives like before they came here, and why did they come here? Yeah, I might not be much of an astronaut, but I'm glad I came out here to see the Nomai's artifacts for myself. And thanks for telling me about the vessel, I mean. I learned something. I saw the old settlements. Isn't it amazing? Hard to believe the settlement is still standing, but there it is. It really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timber Hearth, you know, somewhere that isn't being constantly bombarded with meteors and rocks and stuff. It does make you wonder why the Nomai didn't set down there. I saw the Hanging City on Brizzle Hollow. Visit the Hanging City. Oh gosh, how was it? Was it amazing? Was it beautiful? Was it scary? Hanging City is where the Nomai settled permanently on Brizzle Hollow. It was their most advanced settlement here. Why they chose to build their most advanced settlement so close to a you-know-what is beyond me. Maybe this kind of thing makes sense to a Nomai though. Maybe they need the black hole for something. I saw the Sunless City on Embertwin, so you can tell Ryback everything. You mean there's another Nomai city inside of Embertwin? That's incredible. A whole city I had no idea it existed. This is great. How did they keep the sand out? If it were me, I'd be nervous about getting buried in the caves by that awful river of sand. Gosh, the Nomai sure were ingenious, building an entire settlement underground. The Sunless City, wow. It means there were two groups of Nomai, one that lived on Embertwin, one that lived here on Brittle Hollow, but they must have traveled around the solar system, since Nomai writing can be found on other planets too. I found Nomai writing about a quantum pilgrimage. A pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. The Nomai mentioned the Quantum Moon in a lot of their writing, so it was clearly special to them. And I'm special enough to make a trip there by themselves. It sounded like a coming of age ritual, like how hatchlings stay hatchlings until their stomachs are strong enough to drink sap wine. Maybe once a Nomai journeyed to the Quantum Moon, they were considered an adult. I went to the comments and... oh wow, so that's how the Nomai died? That's really sad, isn't it? I know it was a long time ago, but still. Star's about it's lucky we hadn't evolved to live on land yet. To think if the comet hadn't killed them, our species might have coexisted in this solar system. That would have been amazing. But I guess if I hadn't wanted to learn why the Nomai disappeared, I'd never have left Timber Hearth and come out here, or had any of these adventures. Don't get me wrong, space is terrifying, but you know, it has its moments. And now, if I was Rybex and I was told this last one, I would think that I'm just being trolled. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. I'm very excited for you, though. Please stop yelling. What, on the Quantum Moon you said? There's a sort of living Nomai on the Quantum Moon? How Slane am only sort of living? Well, why didn't you say so? Oh wow, this is the best thing that's ever happened in the history of Outer Wilds Ventures. I can't believe you talked to an actual Nomai. Great, so I just have to go back into space, fly to the Quantum Moon with zero visibility, find a spooky ruin, travel through a few different types of dangerous terrain to get there. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. That's probably doable. I mean, I did it. Okay. Everything. Is there anything else? I already saw this one, I think. Yeah, Southern Observatory. Right. Part of the archaeology. Storyline. See you later. Okay, let's go visit. Let's go back up to our ship. Let's go visit Embertwin, I think. There are no other planets, right? It's just that one. Hopefully we're not out of time. We're definitely getting close to being run out of time because most of Brittle Hollow is gone. Okay, there. We went to Giant Steep already. Okay, I need to stop the autopilot. Abort. We don't want to go in the sun. It looks like we're about to do that. Okay. But we're running out of time anyway, so let's restart and let's go to Embertwin. Talk to Chert. I think we'll What if we have to go into Brittle Hollow too? Well, that's gonna be it. Not Brittle Hollow, Giant Steep. Or not that one either. Dark Bramble. There's one living in there too. There goes the probe. Kind of interesting how the probe is clearly a object of interest, but there's nothing to do once you get there. Okay, where are the twins? There. Don't crash into the Ember Twin. It's gonna be hard landing. Okay. We'll repair it when we get to Chert's place. Let's repair all this. Let's talk to Chert. Why is that M flickering? Okay, I have a question for you. I found something. Okay. I found Nome writing about a hidden planet. How fascinating. It might be interesting to know the existence of an additional planet is entirely plausible if you look at the physics of our solar system. You just have to be incredibly far out there, farther than Hardian ships would be able to travel. And honestly, we don't know all that much about what's out there. The farther you go, the less you know. As such, it's well within the realm of possibility that such a planet exists. Yeah, why does it do that? The glitching out the M. I found something. I found Nome writing about the quantum moon. Oh yes, everyone loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? I've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it quite simply disappears from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Okay, we did learn that. Fortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I take a closer look at the star charts. So that must be intentional. I found Nome writing about the sun station. Is that what's orbiting around the sun then, do you think? This sun station? Quite clever of the Nomite to devise a way to study the sun up close and personal. Must have been tremendously difficult to construct and hot inside, I can only imagine. I wonder how they were able to travel back and forth from the sun station and the hourglass twins when the slightest slip up would have meant a fiery death. I found no modern transmission saying the universe is dying. You what? I don't what? I'm going to say that there are modern Nomite out there in other parts of space and they believe the universe is all of it, the whole thing is dying currently, right now. If that's true, how could I miss so many signs? Assuming they were there, but I've been studying the stars for, well, it doesn't matter if, oh. I'm very sorry, but I have to look over my charts. I hope you don't mind. And then Chert gets stuck in this loop. Okay. We could go to Dark Bramble. I think that's the last Hardian to talk to. Hopefully this is the last time we have to go to Dark Bramble. Okay, there it is. And there's no Hardians on the interloper. Okay, so We visited Brittle Hollow, Harthian. We visited Timber Hearts, Harthian. We visited the Hourglass Twins, Harthian. And okay, so this is the last one. I hope the one who lives here has something interesting to say. I think we can take the ship in here. Should be fine, because we just have to follow the signal scope. You have to be careful about using the thrusters in there because the anglerfish don't like it. Got our thing. Feldspar. So now we just look for Feldspar's signal, make sure there are no anglerfish here. Okay. It's there. Don't think I've angered any anglerfish yet. It's through that one. I think if we anchor an anglerfish, we can just floor it, and we should be able to get, as long as we get through a pod, we'll be okay. Okay, straight ahead. Although I think we're getting closer to the anglerfish. Just be careful. I'm getting impatient. Okay, right. We had to look around for the signal, which is actually coming from here. Okay, straight ahead. Okay, we found Feldspar. That wasn't too bad. Hopefully we can land in here. Let's get out. I don't think we need to get back in, so it's okay. Ow. Talk to Feldspar. Okay. So there's nothing, there's no let me tell you something here. Oh wait, no, there is. I found something. Okay. Let's did we do all of these? What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, skeleton was like that when I got here. Yeah, I did read this one. Anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eaten the seed, and the seed grew and grew into a full fish stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? The skeleton was a good find. Keeps the fish away. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. I think I did all the I found some things. Okay, I went to the core of Giant's Deep. So you figured out the old tornado trick, did you? Good work. I found that bit out by accident. What's get out between you and me, hey? Hornfells would have my very handsome head if they know I've been riding the cyclones again. Ship is fragile, it can break. You can't subject it to extreme conditions. Not like I was flying things to the sun now, was I? And the jellyfish figured out those too, huh? Hatchling, I tell you what, you've done really well for yourself. You're a fine astronaut, sure, we might just become a pilot yet. Okay, let's keep talking. I found something. I found the frozen jellyfish near your ship. Ha, so the old thing is still there, is it? That's where I first camped out after the crash, you know. It was pretty cozy inside. It does lack the structural integrity and indomitable spirit of a camp made in the shelter of the very bones and species that tried to eat you, I suppose. Still very cozy. Here. I found the anglerfish nest. So that's where the blasted things come from, is it? Stars above, if I still had a working ship, I'd be solely tempted to go show them what's what. Sigh. Probably best to leave them alone though, really. More trouble than it's worth to mess with anglerfish. Okay, I found dark bramble seed on Timberhearth. That's bad business, hatchling. As chart will tell you, if you so much as glance in dark bramble's direction, there used to be a 5th planet where bramble is now. This inferno plant appeared at the center and kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted out real quick like, I suspect Timberhearth will be heading toward the same fate. I tell you what, we hardly have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. Okay. I found in my writing saying that the anglerfish are blind. Aha, so the blasted things do have a weakness. I mean, my fly as fast as I can approach to deal with them could have used a bit more thought behind it. Ah well, at least it didn't eat me. Also that ends well, eh, hatchling? Okay, did we do all these other ones? You reached the core of Giant's Deep? How did you do it? Giant's Deep core, huh? Ah, that was a wild one. But since you're asking, I assume you haven't made it down there yourself, right? If I tell you how, it kind of feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep, if I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. Okay, right, this just tells you how to get to the other part. I think I read all of these. Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright, so I talked to all the Harthians. Only a couple of them can be told about the end of the universe. So I think, since we're half an hour past when I'm supposed to end, I'll end here. Thanks so much for watching live if you watched live, or if you're watching the VOD later, and I'll see you next time. Have I seen that option before? Meditate until next loop. I wonder if you get that only when you talk to the one on Giant's Deep. Like, what happens if I press this? Okay, so that's just a shortcut, I think, to what I was doing before, which was to quit and go back to the main menu, and then rejoin the game. Although this animation plays, so this might actually be slower than going to the menu. Alright, I'll see you next time.